Thank you for tuning in this evening for another episode of Bigfoot BS with Bill and Sam. And this evening we're on High Knob, which is in High Knob, Virginia. We're actually on the Wise County side of High Knob, Virginia. And I'm going to introduce all of the team members for MECRO except for Mr. Tracy Arnold. And we'll discuss Tracy at the end, and we'll give an introduction for him. Tracy couldn't be here. He had other commitments that he was scheduled for. So I'm going to start out this evening go ahead and start with myself since we're on High Knob. But my name is Sam DeLoach. I'm the head researcher here in the High Knob area for the Mountain Empire Cryptid Research Organization. And mainly what I do up here is research on High Knob. We are now in a new area up here on High Knob that we call the Jeff Wells Sighting Area. And so I'm a proud member of this team. There's a vast amount of knowledge and years of knowledge on our team within the cryptid community. So therefore I'm going to go ahead and let Michael Cook.
Hello, I'm Michael Cook. I am the founder of Cook Cryptid Research, formerly known as the Kentucky Sasquatch Team. I've been researching in this area. Actually, if you look at a map, I've been researching this area for 17 years. And stems from a sighting that I had at Martins Fork Lake in Harlan County, just right on the Virginia-Kentucky border 17 years ago as a young teenager. And ever since that terrifying experience, I wanted to know more. And after all this time, after 17 years, I finally had my second sightings back in November up in central Kentucky. Now this is my first time in the High Knob area, and I'm glad to be joined here with Sam and Charlie and Bill, Lancaster, and the rest of the team. But this is the start. This is what we're starting for the Mountain Empire Cryptid Research Organization in collaboration with Cook Cryptid Research and the New River Valley through Tracy Arnold. We want to know more about this area because this is a very, very squatchy area. And I firmly believe that there are a great population of Bigfoot that live here, or as the locals call it, a wood booger. So I for one am excited about learning more about this area and coming over more. I'm just 45 minutes from here. So introduce Charlie Lawson.
I'm Charlie Lawson, historian for MECRO. Actually grew up right at the foot of the mountain here. Spent most of my life running around up here in the mountains, so pretty familiar with the area. Actually had my experience with Bigfoot probably about 3 miles to the west of us. So with all the sightings that we hear about in this area, it's got to be thick up here. So hopefully we can find something.
Very thick. And next we're going to introduce the man behind the scenes and our great wisdom leader, Mr. Bill Lancaster.
Hey, Bill Lancaster, Mountain Empire Cryptid Research Organization, and I'm Billco Productions. I basically am doing the film and photography for Bigfoot BS and for Mountain Empire Cryptid Research Organization. So whenever we get a chance to document encounters or investigate sites of sightings and whatnot, I will most of the time be behind the camera along with these other guys using their various equipments and whatnot, and we continue to try and upgrade everything. We've recently got 2 drones now within the group, and so hopefully we'll be able to expand some stuff, and I'm looking forward to putting a drone up and kind of looking down and seeing what kind of area we got around us. And anyways, who knows, but that's basically my part of the group here. So
that's great.
I'm gonna step back behind the camera now.
Get back over.
Yeah. Bill's the glue to our team. And last but not least, as far as our core team for Mountain Empire Cryptid Research Organization, is Tracy Arnold, who couldn't be here with us this evening. And I'll just say a few things on behalf of Tracy. Tracy runs the New River Valley Bigfoot Organization, which is located in Wytheville, Virginia. Tracy's also had his own personal sighting, and I encourage everybody to go to the Sasquatch Outlaw on YouTube channel to see all of his videos that he has going on. But he is an integral part of our team. Tracy went with us to the Ohio Bigfoot Conference this year, and we really got to know one another very well, didn't we? And so that brings me to the next point. So one of the things that we like to do, not only as a team, of course, we've all been out in the field several times, and along with these gentlemen as well. But they are also members of the Mountain Empire Cryptid Research Organization. And the first one we bring on is Matt Delp. Matt, he's along with us tonight to get some footage, check out what we're going to do, and we're going to see how he researches and what his thoughts are on Bigfoot. That's what we're geared towards, is to see what everybody has their own kind of thoughts about what Bigfoot is. Is there anything you want to say, Matt, there?
Well, I had my first encounter when it was probably about 22 years ago, and it was an aggressive encounter, and ever since then it changes your life. These guys have had sightings, they can tell you, it completely changes the way you look at everything, and I've been studying ever since then for about 22 years and pretty knowledgeable on it, and I hadn't known anybody around in this area, and I've got with these guys and figured I could work with them and we could mix it up a little bit and get different ideas and so forth.
Yeah. So with this Jeff Wells sighting area that we are currently in right now, him and his brother were actually scouting out for deer as well. And so what Mr. Jeff Wells saw was a probably 7-foot tall creature, I think is what he said if I remember correctly, walk away from where he was sitting on a log during hunting season. Yeah, so that's great.
Okay.
And we definitely appreciate you telling us about what had happened.
Absolutely.
And we definitely appreciate you coming tonight.
All right.
And we're going to bring Mr. J.D. Lawson in.
Go ahead, step in there.
Yeah.
I'll be back in 1 second.
I'm J.D. Lawson. Charlie's my older brother, and I'm sure if you're watching this, you've seen his episode before. I'm the brother he was talking about in that episode. So.
Yeah, and Mr. J.D. Lawson, for me, it's a privilege to have him come tonight, because not only is this Charlie's little brother, but he also lives in this area and he's a teacher, and he's hiked these mountains. And another cool thing is, I was in the Boy Scouts, and I still know a scout is trustworthy, loyal, all that stuff. So he is in the woods all the time, so it's great to have him along, knows about trees and plants, and it's great. And we do have other folks that are off camera that are with us tonight, but I just wanted to let everybody know that the team that's out tonight on our July 29th High Knob expedition, we're also going to be going to Harlan, Kentucky, and we're also going to be going to what we're going to call the Big Cherry Lake area. And so stay tuned for upcoming expeditions that will be they'll be coming up very soon. Thank you very much. Oh, one more thing. The main thing. Like and subscribe Darthville68 on YouTube. This is where you're going to find all of our videos and what we're doing as far as out in the field for Mountain Empire Cryptid Research Organization.
And
also,
Cook Cryptid Research.
Cook Cryptid Research, and also like and subscribe to Sasquatch Outlaw, Mr. Tracy Arnold's YouTube channel. And be ready for our next episode of Bigfoot BS, which is more than likely going to be in Harlan, Kentucky.
Harlan, Kentucky, my home of the Sasquatch of Pine Mountain.
I've been there with Michael, and it is very squatchy.
The Screamers.
Very squatchy. Very surprised the night we went out. So stay tuned for our next episode.